Hi Wildings, welcome back to the Wilding Tarot YouTube channel, where we do intuitive tarot card readings on basically whatever you want, whenever you want, guys, including love, relationships, twin flame or soulmate situations, as well as no contact separation situations, manifestations, growth, healing, personal development, spiritual development, and all of that really good stuff. So if that sounds like something you'd like to stick around for a lot more or be a part of, you can go ahead and use that subscribe button. My name's Jade Rewilding and I will be reading for you today. Today's reading is going to be a general reading, and I will need to kind of explain how it's going to work a little bit, so you can skip straight to that explanation using the timestamp of the description box. But if you don't mind listening to me ramble and watching me kind of open the space and kind of ritualize our reading space, then you can stick around. But yeah, I'm really excited for this reading today, guys. So let's get into it. So we're going to be doing a general energy reading for the earth signs today. So we have Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy. Now these might be one of your sun signs, but I would also recommend doing a reading for all of your either big three or big five. And if you don't know what those are, you can check your natal chart on basically any of the astrology apps or sites to find out what your rising sign is, your moon sign is, and your sun sign is. They're your big three, and or your Mars sign and Venus sign, because they're your big five. The more readings that you listen to, and the more you can apply that to what particular planet is in that sign for you, the more in depth this reading will be, and the more kind of well-rounded it will be for you. So I definitely recommend watching at least your sun sign, but also your rising and moon sign if you can, and then also watching your Mars and Venus sign as well, knowing that your rising sign can be a little bit more kind of superficial, who you are in the world. Your sun sign's more to do with like your spirit, maybe your ego and personality. Your moon sign's more to do with your emotional world, maybe your subconscious and your instincts. Your Mars is like your passion and drive, and kind of like what inspires you to like contribute to life in kind of like a life purpose way. And then your Venus sign is obviously very related to like love and relationships and romance. So yeah, the general energies in these readings, like if you know what placement they're in, it will make the reading like a little bit more accurate and detailed, I would say. But yeah, you can use the timestamps below to head to either the Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo reading, or a lot of those readings if you have a lot of placements in those readings. And wherever you are heading, I will see you there very soon. Hey there, all of my beautiful Capricorns. If this sign rules your sun, moon, rising, Mars, or Venus, then this reading is probably for you. As you can probably tell by the description box below, my Capricorn is in 5th house and Venus. So this will be very interesting. I'm very excited to see what comes out. But yeah, let's go ahead and see if there's any more themes in terms of our astrology cards that are going to be relevant to your reading, Capricorns. Force of habit. Okay, so we've got healing energy with this Chiron placement coming out. We've also got Jupiter and abundance energy, and then fire element, which obviously corresponds with Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy, but also like the wand suit and like general desire, inspiration, creativity, passion, as well as kind of like sexuality and sensuality. But yeah, let's go ahead and get a little bit more specific for your general reading, Capricorns. Spirit, can we please have some messages, some general energy messages for our Capricorn placements, please? Jesus. Can we clarify this King of Wands energy? And the Nine of Cups. And the Five of Wands and Three of Swords energy, please. And the Sun and Ace of Pentacles energy, please. So guys, wherever your Capricorn placement is ruling, you might be having some struggles when it comes to manifestation. So the Ace of Pentacles is like very much a kind of manifesting energy. The Sun represents kind of like abundance, fertility, kind of redemption, and kind of like peak energy. And the Four of Pentacles represents like security and stability. So I'd say for pretty much everyone here that there may be some struggles when it comes to manifesting wherever your Capricorn placement is, whether that's like in your sun sign, so kind of like what your spirit kind of wants, your moon sign, so things that are emotionally fulfilling, your Cancer sign, not your Cancer sign, your Mars sign, so like what's drives you, your Venus sign, and what like fills you up in terms of like love and connection. Wherever your placement is for Capricorn, there may be like a little bit of stickiness when it comes to manifesting at the moment. And basically what the cards are saying is that you really need to focus on self-care right now. The Nine of Cups is kind of like peak energy when it comes to self-care, like feeling really abundant, feeling really satisfied. And this Two of Pentacles is like a balance kind of card. It represents like right way up, kind of encouraging you to like really balance things against each other. So like definitely Capricorn can be like an all work and no play kind of energy. So right now, like really trying to balance that out with like lots of self-care to help you manifest a lot more and a lot better right now, wherever your Capricorn placement is. It seems like at the moment, you kind of may not be in this like King of Wands, like leader and visionary, like envisioning what you want to manifest, because you are kind of like either like afraid of like wanting something that might go against the grain of like what you kind of expected for yourself or what others might have expected for you. And also like maybe you need to let go of some limiting beliefs in terms of being a powerful creator yourself, because they may be getting you down a little bit. Like I think Capricorn energy in particular can like think too hard about expectations and what other people want of them. And that can be very limiting and like stop you from really envisioning and going after what you really want, because you're like so consumed by everyone's expectation of you. So yeah, at the moment with this difficulty in manifesting, like trying to like practice a lot of self-care and come back into that like really authentic like envisioning of what it is that you want, and kind of letting go of like any expectation or external influence on what it is you desire. There may be some things to kind of let go of, and things to take responsibility for in that. I'm sensing that like the letting go of part might be like letting go of outside expectations of you, and then the taking responsibility part might be taking responsibility for kind of the pressures that you put on yourself, and like maybe where they've come from, and then taking responsibility for those like kind of inner voices and inner critics, and like really taking the time and energy to like really work on that, so that you can kind of like enter into this like new phase of like powerful manifestation in whatever area it is that you are looking to find some sort of fulfillment in right now. It might be in like relationships, potentially why this desire card came out. It might be to do with like career and abundance, or it might be to do with like healing, and kind of like general, yeah, like general, like you doing you kind of energy. But let's get some oracles for you for your Capricorn placements. Is there anything that Spirit wants you to know or work on? So the first oracle we have is protection. The fairies of protection is shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Yeah, so I think for some of you, like this external influence that's really impacting you is potentially like a really negative energy that's like weighing you down, that you potentially like kind of need to cut off at this time. It seems like Spirit is saying like your guides are definitely protecting you, but there's only so much they can do when you continue to invite a negative influence into your life. So making sure that you're like really focusing on your boundaries and like managing how much time and energy and access people have to you, because it is definitely not necessary for everyone to have access to you all the time, especially when it comes to like protecting your own energy. Like you really got to focus on that and like put that first, in order for you to like blossom into who it is that you're supposed to be becoming right now, or that you want to become. Yeah, I think there's opportunity to like kind of purify the energy that's around you by cutting off like unnecessary influences, and I think this will create a lot of like positive change for you when you do like limit those people that are like really draining your energy from their access to you. You'll definitely be able to focus on what feels good to you a lot more, and a lot better. You'll be able to focus on your own healing especially, and you'll be able to call into fruition a lot more things, and you'll definitely be a much more powerful attractor when you can kind of like clean up this messy vibration that's like not necessarily giving you what you want right now. And I think another message that I'm getting from Spirit is like sometimes someone can be a negative influence on your life and you don't necessarily want to cut them out, but you have to accept that like they're probably not going to change all that much, and you can also love someone from afar. Like that's so entirely possible, and sometimes you actually can love people a lot better when you do limit their access to you. But yeah, if you can do these things, like you should expect powerful change when it comes to your manifestations in whatever way is relevant for you, wherever your kind of like Capricorn energy is. The answers you need are coming, and step out of your comfort zone. So I'd say for pretty much everyone here, like cutting off this person will definitely be outside your comfort zone. They might be maybe a family member or someone who felt really close, or you've had a lot of like kind of time with. So yeah, it will definitely challenge you, but like once you do cut off that person and like open yourself up to more positive energy, like your guides will be able to feed you much like higher frequency messages, to essentially like give you what you want pretty much. An affirmation for you Capricorns is, I trust in the divine guidance of my inner wisdom. All of the answers exist within. Yeah, so there's a lot of answers within you right now, and basically the main thing blocking you from knowing your own answers is outside negative forces that are like really blocking you right now. So once you kind of like deal with that in the physical, there's going to be a lot more space for you to connect with your inner wisdom and find the answers within that you seek. But I think I'm going to leave that there, Capricorns. I hope you got everything out of this reading that you really wanted and needed. It was a pleasure reading for you. And if you can like, comment, and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. It will help me stay on your page for more intuitive tarot card readings like this. But until then, ciao. Hey Taurus energies, welcome to your reading. So wherever your Taurus energy is in your chart, whether that's your rising sign, your moon sign, your sun sign, your Mars sign, or your Venus sign, we are going to get a reading for you. But yeah, as always, just using your intuition based on where this particular energy is showing up in your chart, so you can figure out like kind of like how to apply this general energy reading. But Spirit, do we have? Thank you. So we're going to still use our zodiac cards to get some more themes for you Taurus energy people. So interestingly, our Venus placement does rule Taurus energy. And so, yeah, interestingly, that came out. Taurus does rule the second house of like possessions and owning and all that sort of stuff as well. We also have the sixth house of routine, which is Virgo energy. And it has a lot to do with like the kind of semantics of like going to work, focusing on our health, like kind of daily self-care and all that sort of stuff. And then we have the ninth house of faith and spirituality that's ruled by Jupiter and Sagittarius energy. So those are some general energies that are going to come out into today's general reading for Taurus energy. But let's get a little bit more specific using our astrology deck. So I'm a Taurus moon, so I'm definitely very interested to see what comes out of this reading, just like personally for me. But let's get some clarification on some cards here. We clarify this Nine of Swords energy. And this Two of Swords energy. This is a fair bit of air energy, just like straight off the bat. So wherever your Taurus energy is showing up in your chart, you might be feeling a little bit overburdened, especially with kind of mundane responsibilities right now. You might be feeling a little bit flat in terms of the kind of general passionate energy that you feel in whatever that area is. I'd say for a lot of you, it'll be like ninth house spirituality, sixth house routine kind of energy. And for a fair few of you here, regardless of where your Taurus energy shows up, it will be affecting your relationships a lot, kind of what's going on right now. It seems like you're probably kind of getting a little bit lost in either very anxious or like kind of low energy like thinking at the moment, like maybe getting stuck in some like stress or like overthinking and overanalyzing a lot right now. And what Spirit's guidance is right now is to really kind of connect with the feeling of gratitude, like maybe keeping a gratitude journal for the time being, and or like doing some sort of daily gratitude practice to help you kind of see maybe your current situation in a different light. Like this Queen of Swords is all about kind of perceiving very truthfully and very like perceiving like deeper layers and or higher meanings to what's going on in our life. So taking the opportunity to kind of step back from the storm of thoughts that might be going on and seeing them from a different angle, and maybe even like seeing the positives that are coming from the situation that you're in, even though that might be challenging. But yeah, definitely practicing gratitude right now will be really important to you to overcome whatever kind of like lack of vitality energy you're kind of feeling right now, whatever kind of flatness is coming out for you. It does seem like, regardless of whether or not this flatness is like directly related to your relationships, it is definitely affecting your relationships. And so Spirit's really asking you to strive for new levels of like intimacy with either your partner or like your crush, or like whoever's kind of around in a romantic sense, or just whoever's around in an emotional sense, like say if it's like a family member or like a close friend or something like that, to try and get a lot closer to this person right now to kind of like help you through what you're going through right now. Because it seems like maybe you're not necessarily seeing like their reality as clearly as you're seeing your own. And it's definitely creating this divide in whatever relationship this is relevant to, where you guys kind of aren't seeing eye to eye. So it's like making this energy a lot more stuck and making you feel a lot more burdened and responsible than maybe you actually need to be. Because yeah, the load isn't is like kind of falling all on you, and you're like kind of getting stuck on your perception of things, and you're also getting stuck into your like projections, I would say, as well, because you're not taking into account another like perspective, and so that will definitely help like you feeling a little bit unstuck. Like getting close to people that we care about can help us with this unstickingness, and it can also help us feel a lot more grateful in life. So definitely Spirit's asking you to like practice gratitude, look at things from a different perspective, especially looking at things from other people's perspectives that you really care about, and building like deeper bonds of intimacy with them. Yeah, it seems like, so the King of Wands shadow, because the King of Wands is such like leadership, fiery, passionate, visionary energy, like their shadow is like being like stubborn, only thinking about themselves, being a little bit selfish, and like kind of it's my way or the highway kind of thinking. Whereas the Three of Wands is a very like teamwork, collaborative kind of energy. Threes in Kabbalah Tarot represent the divine feminine, and usually like harmony and connection, and like kind of impartial contemplation. So yeah, your guides are definitely asking you to kind of like step out of you a little bit, and step into like more kind of like teamwork, collaborative energy, because you like kind of taking charge of your life and being like the only one that you're taking into consideration right now is definitely not helping you. It's making you more stuck, more burdened, more kind of weighed down. It's definitely, I would say, a time for you to connect and like expand through your connections right now. But let's see what oracles we have for you. So the first oracle we have is purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart and within you to find the answer to your question. So I'd say that like being very in your head, like basically the only way to get out of this right now is to like really connect with other people to like get you back into your heart. Like it seems like you're kind of maybe the reason why Spirit's trying to connect you with like people that you love is to get you back into this like pure heart of yours. Because yeah, it definitely like this is very in your head energy. And so yeah, I think knowing how to move forward is definitely going to come from reconnecting to your heart, and potentially like reconnecting to a person in as far as Spirit is concerned is the fastest way to get there, or the best or the easiest way to get where Spirit wants you to go. So yeah, like really trying to connect back with your heart right now, like maybe doing some heart meditations and stuff like that. Because I think if you don't like connect back to your heart now, like you will potentially go into this like downward dark spiral. The dark moon is like the night before the new moon. So it's like when the night sky is literally at its darkest, when you feel like the most alone, essentially. And yeah, spirit kind of wants to get you out of this kind of like void energy and into this like beauty, like connecting to other people energy. Especially if you can like try and reconnect to the beauty that you see in whatever this connection is that's like trying to reconnect you to your heart. So yeah, like really focusing on the beauty of that person, the beauty of their heart, the beauty of your connection with them, and find nourishment in that connection to kind of like get you out of this like potentially a little bit of dark and stickiness. But let's get some more oracles for you, Taurus energy. Okay, so we have don't let pride get in your way and a time for healing. Yeah, so this don't let pride get in your way is definitely about this King of Wands energy. So King of Wands is like fire, so it's just like heavy fire energy. And yeah, like as I was saying before, the shadow of the King of Wands is definitely very prideful, stubborn, like all of that sort of stuff. So it's definitely time to disconnect from that and like really connect to the people that you love in order to like find your way back to your heart and feel much more like whole and complete and healed. Not that you're not whole and complete, but you're probably definitely not like feeling that as a sensation within you right now. And that's what Spirit's trying to get you to reconnect to. But let's get some affirmations or an affirmation for you. Okay, so we have a few affirmations for you, Taurus energy. My inner being is connected to the divine wisdom of the universe. I am fearless in the pursuit of what I desire. I allow myself to rest as I reap the benefits of all my hard work, and my motivation is fueled by the thrill my goals will bring me. I'm ready to create my dreams. So yeah, kind of take whatever one of those feels relevant, knowing that, yeah, like basically divine energy has your back in all ways. And like you are totally capable of creating whatever it is you desire right now. But I think I'm going to leave that there, Taurus energy peeps. I hope you got everything out of this reading that you really wanted and needed. It's been a pleasure reading for you. And if you can like, comment, and subscribe, I would really appreciate it because it will help me stay on your feed for more readings like this. But until next time, ciao. Hi Virgos and Virgo energies, welcome to your reading for your Virgo placements wherever they may be. Let's go ahead and get a few more astrology energies for you. So we know what's really grounding us in this general energy reading. What energies do we have for our Virgos, please? So I might actually just get one more. I feel like 2 might be enough. Okay, so Virgos, some things that might be relevant for you right now is Libra energy. It rules the 7th house of partnerships and also is ruled by Venus energy. We have the South Node, which indicates our life debts, so either karma from this life or other lives, especially past lives. And then we also have the 1st house of the body, which is ruled by Aries and Mars energy. So let's get a little bit more specific using our traditional tarot deck to get some more messages for you, Virgos. I'm a Virgo rising, so I'm very interested to see what comes out of this reading. Can we clarify the 6 of Swords energy, please? And can we clarify this 7 of Swords energy? And the 7 of Pentacles? And this star energy too, please. Virgo energies, doing some meditation might be really helpful for you right now, just based on what's going on in all of these energies. So the Magician coming out upside down usually indicates a need to kind of honor the temple of the self and bring attention back to either the self or like something specific that needs to be meditated on. I would say in this situation it is the self though, just based on this Hermit card coming out. Hermit energy is like kind of like doing your own work and like kind of like introspecting and spending a lot of time on yourself. It corresponds with like Virgo energy, which is very like analytical. So yeah, it's probably a time to do some deep reflection and meditation at the moment to kind of clarify some things in your life right now. The Magician energy also corresponds with like Mercury energy, which is the ruler of Virgo. So this is like heavy Virgo energy all up in here. So yeah, definitely a time for like meditation and like going within right now. Probably what this is relating to is the Seven of Pentacles energy, which is feelings of success, abundance, finances, and all that sort of stuff. Like this is potentially what needs to be meditated on, like what actually makes you feel successful, what makes you feel abundant, what makes you feel like that all of your dreams have like manifested essentially. It seems like with this Seven of Swords and Moon card in reverse, Seven of Swords can indicate like feelings of like betrayal or being deceived, and the Moon energy is very much about our unconscious and or feminine energy. So maybe there's some things that are being hidden to you or from you that are affecting you right now. They're like maybe changing your perception of the situation, like your own subconscious is like kind of derailing you when it comes to perceiving your current situation like very clearly. So this Six of Swords in reverse can indicate like acting without thinking and like being quite impulsive. And this King of Cups energy is like very like powerful, supportive, like emotional energy, but sometimes the shadow can be kind of like acting on our emotions and like not really thinking things through. So I would say like kind of all of this energy is like manifesting in whichever like part of your chart Virgo is ruling right now. So kind of like getting carried away with emotion and maybe some like subconscious or unconscious wounds like really like derailing you when it comes to living the life that you really want to live. So it's definitely a time for introspection on that in order to change. So the Star card does indicate a lot of like it kind of indicates like the harvest. So like kind of the fruits of your labor and like all of your hard work and like kind of improvements to your life. So it does seem like there's a real opportunity to improve your life in a lot of ways right now, especially in regards to like maybe feeling like stuck or lost or defeated or any of that kind of energy, because this Ten of Swords does traditionally indicate either loss or defeat energy. It's Sun in Gemini energy. So like Gemini corresponds with the Lovers card, so it usually does reflect loss when it comes to significant relationships. So maybe this energy is related to like a romantic partner or like a good friend or something, but yeah, there's definitely some sort of change needed based on a period of introspection. This Page of Wands is like a very explorative energy. And I'm getting that this coming out in reverse is kind of like showing me that it's maybe this lack of exploration that's stopping you from seeing the way to kind of improve your situation when it comes to whatever it is, but probably especially a partnership, like some sort of either romantic or platonic connection, just based on this Ten of Swords and Libra energy coming out. Yeah, so definitely like there's something going on for you that you need to like reflect on and meditate on. And if that like it doesn't seem to be getting you anywhere, like try journaling or drawing or anything like that, just to like unpack some of the thoughts and feelings that you're having, and gain a little bit of clarity. So your first oracle Virgo energies is: the fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking on any spiritual work. So there's obviously like a lot of spiritual work that you'll be like undergoing at the moment, and it's definitely important that you protect yourself. So definitely setting up that container of like meditation or journaling or something like very intentional to kind of put walls on what you're doing, because sometimes reflecting on some of our like wounds or trauma and stuff like that can like almost be re-traumatizing. So you do have to have a lot of like accountability and protection and like know where the like line and limit is for sure. But let's see what other oracles we have for you, Virgo energy. So we have will and acceptance. Yeah, I think this might be hard. You might need to call on your like solar plexus willpower a lot to get through this time. And there may be a lot of things for you to like accept and release that maybe like potentially be out of your control. So yeah, like try not to go into this like kind of over analyzing things to the point that like you like kind of want to control things. Like there's going to be parts of this that you're going to need to accept, and like just know what's feasible for you to take action on and essentially what's not feasible for you to take action on. Because yeah, definitely when this sort of stuff comes up, there's opportunity to take action on some stuff, and there's opportunity to let some stuff go, and like really checking in with your intuition to know what the distinction is and where you need to do either of the two. But yeah, you should be expecting powerful change from this period of introspection that you're about to go through. Like a lot will come to light and make like a lot of sense and make a lot more clearer to you. You're very close to achieving your goal. You're probably closer than you think. But yeah, definitely like Spirit's definitely wanting you to like reflect in order to kind of like know your next steps and know what to do next in order to kind of like close this period that you're going through. Your affirmation is: I see all circumstances as a gift that allow me to grow. So yeah, definitely looking at this situation as a gift that's going to allow you to grow a lot. Like there's potentially a lot of growth here, especially when it comes to relationships, how you're showing up in the world, any karma that you might have. Yeah, this is definitely a pivotal period for like all that sort of stuff. So yeah, like just remembering that none of this is like kind of like woe is me, you're the victim kind of energy. This is all like kind of shedding and releasing different layers of yourself so you can find like deeper resources of like power and magic within yourself through your own like kind of growth and spiritual development. But I think I'm going to leave that there, Virgos. I hope you got everything out of this reading that you really wanted and needed. It was a pleasure reading for you. I hope to read for you again soon. So if you can like, comment and subscribe, that will help me help that happen. But until next time, ciao.